Hello and welcome. Keep your hand in your skirt. My name is Sabrina Brightstar. I am your host, Keep Your Hand in Your Skirt podcast. Today's topic is about anxiety and worry. Have you been feeling some intense anxiety and worry? Do you notice it seems to be on an all-time high? Well, yesterday when I asked my multidimensional self, what would you like to show me? My multidimensional self wanted to discuss anxiety and worry. So before I share with you what I received, I did want to take a moment to ask you to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel or the podcast. I have received information that it's important for other people looking for topics about multidimensionality. They'll be able to find them easier if you like and subscribe. So if you do like, then that is great, and we can help the community find more resources for information. So I have a daily practice where I ask my multidimensional self, what would you like to show me today? And yesterday, anxiety and worry showed up. And what I saw, it was actually really fascinating. I saw anxiety and worry as tricksters, as Halloween characters. So, when Halloween comes, people put on a costume, they put on a mask, and that mask gives the illusion that you're something. And so people have a reaction, right? They might think you're ugly, they might be scared, they might, have a response to you. And the mask is done intentionally for the purpose of the experience, for the game of Halloween. Or if you go to a Halloween haunted house, you go for the experience to see if someone can scare you. You invest your own money to get scared. Some of us maybe would never invest our own money to get scared, but it's for the experience of being afraid. So my multidimensional self was showing me anxiety and worry are actually tricksters that have a mask. Are they real? Does your body really feel the effects of anxiety and worry? Hell yes, that is totally 100% true. When you are worried, when you have anxiety, you have physical side effects, you have emotional side effects. This is 100% true. And could there be more to the story? Could there be more information that if you chose to wear additional glasses or to put on some additional glasses, could you get some additional information that could provide your emotional and physical body some relief? This is what I was being shown. So I was shown anxiety and worry are tricksters, and they are intentionally here to trick you to hop on the timeline of fear. When your thoughts hop on the timeline, when your thoughts are thinking of all the things that make you anxious and worried, and you go to a fear-based timeline, there's no judgment in that. It's just like going into a haunted house, no judgment. But when you go into that haunted house, you're going to have side effects. There's going to be emotional and physical side effects. So many people are starting to realize that we have choice. I'm not saying spiritually bypassing. I'm not saying fake and pretend that you don't feel it. I'm saying there is additional information that we also have choice. So my multidimensional self was showing me that we can kindly redirect our thoughts. We can kindly rewire our thinking. We can kindly rearrange the patterns of what our regular thinking, our regular thoughts are. And how would we do that, and why would we do that? Well, first of all, if you want to imagine anxiety and worry are tricksters wearing a mask, what would be the reason? Like, if you took off that mask, what would you actually see? If you took off that first layer of ugly or scary or a monster, what would you actually see? You would actually see an aspect that is connected to all that is, an aspect of consciousness that is a part of the one. When we think from the point of view that our fundamental truth is I am one, I'm connected to all that is, but I chose to come to a separation planet in order to feel the disconnection from myself and the disconnection from others. That's what this planet is. It's the separation planet. There's no judgment in the separation planet. It is an experience like going to the haunted house. But now that I'm aware that I intentionally chose this, and I start to understand that collectively we agreed to be easily influenced, we agreed to be easily controlled and manipulated, and we can realize like collectively our thoughts tend to go to fear-based, worry, anxious thinking. We collectively agreed to that so we could easily get separated. We could easily disconnect from ourselves and from each other. So when we start to look at whatever the topic is that we have anxiety about or worry about, when we look at that topic from our higher mind or our multidimensional mind, and we start to go, okay, there's more to this story. We are actually one. Nothing can actually go wrong because this is just an experiment planet. This is just the experiment of feeling emotionally and physically separate. But when we go to our spiritual body does not feel the disconnection. So we can call on our spiritual body, we can call on our multidimensional body, and we can set the intention to help me redirect, rewire, reprogram my thinking so I can hold more of my heart-based knowing, my spirit-based knowing, and recall that we are one, we are connected with all that is. So I'm not talking about spiritual bypassing, I'm just talking about the layer behind worry and anxiety. And do I think worry and anxiety are bad consciousness? No, because I believe all of these aspects, all of these consciousnesses, all of these storylines are one. They all come from the one for the experience of having different emotional, physical experiences. So there's no judgment, there's no hierarchy if you have a life without fear or you have a life with a lot of fear. I'm just introducing or suggesting the idea that we have some choice, we have some options to relook at this different, to pull in some new thinking, to pull in some new insights, to pull in more of what our spiritual body knows versus what our emotional and our physical body is knowing. Because when your physical body is dysregulated, it's real, right? You have signs and symptoms in your physical body when you are in fear and anxiety and worry. But we can pull in, we can intentionally ask our multidimensional body, our spiritual body that has the knowing, that has the remembrance that we are one, we are connected to all that is, and this is just an experiential game, an experiential opportunity for us to be inside of, like going to a haunted house. So that's what I received yesterday. I hope you enjoy this. Please like and subscribe and keep your questions coming. I love your questions. You can send them to me at my website, sabrinabrightstar.com, or you can email me at sabrinabrightstar@gmail.com. Thanks, guys.